Arctic Express has arrived. Actually, it's been here for a day and a half, and this is the first time I'm able to come outside. We brought the rabbits inside yesterday, so it hit us Thursday night. We brought the rabbits inside, so we're outside. My gut instinct just said it was not going to be enough for them, and I was right, because this morning I went out in their coop. Even though it's tarped up and it's in, in that wood shed, it is full of snow. But I came out today because yesterday we had, so Thursday afternoon the wind started. It was 50 to 60 mile an hour gusts all day, all evening Thursday, all day yesterday, all last night. It's still a little bit windy this morning, and we've had negative 45 to 50 degree temps based on the negative temperature. So our road here had so many calls on the scanner the last day and a half. They actually considered shutting it down. And we tried to come out yesterday, and you couldn't even walk in the wind. It just would not stop. So I just prayed that the Lord would keep the chickens safe. We tarped them really well, put a bunch of food in there. They had some water, which I knew would probably freeze, but a bunch of cracked corn and a bunch of a whole bunch of straw, which we saw earlier on. But guys, this is the not so pretty part of homesteading. This is my back chicken coop. I can't even get in the door. My son's gonna come out and help. There is a huge drift inside the coop in the house. That house has tarps. It has wood all over it, and then it has 2 tarps on it and hay bales all around the bottom. And I have no idea how the snow even got in there, but I peeked around the other side this way, and it looks like it's half full of snow. And I can't, this stuff is as hard as a mountain. This is as hard as a rock. I can't climb up this right now. So I'm gonna get my son out here, and we're gonna try and dig these girls out. It's just so hard. It's so hard when you try and do all that you can do, and sometimes it's just not enough. That barn shed is going to be a priority first thing in the spring. If all these chickens were in there, they probably would have had a whole lot better chance. And we're going to redo those doors as well. But anyway, it's gut-wrenching when you take care of your animals and you love your animals. This is our back area here. We're at 1 degree right now, which is a blessing. It's not negative, but with the wind, it still feels like negative 15, negative 20, I think. We got sticks down. Let me see if I can go over this range for you. Oh, this stuff is so hard to walk on. So there's my herb garden, completely covered. These drifts are probably almost, oh goodness, almost 5 feet, probably almost 5 feet tall. Completely covered. The front part of the greenhouse right there, completely gone, which we knew we were going to replace that roof. So this chicken coop fared a little bit better, but again, I've done all that I could. And I came out, gave them a whole bunch of feed, some water, and even though this coop was tarped up tight, look y'all, it's devastating. It is full of snow. I don't know. We had bricks and stuff under the bottom. We had tarps that went down to the bottom. The door's completely covered. It was sealed up really tight. And I let him out. I gave him a whole bunch of food and water. I'm going to have my son put some straw in there, but the straw that we had by the garage, we had a tarp over it with some bricks. And well, you couldn't even see across the yard much at all for most of the day yesterday, let alone the road. And this morning I noticed the tarp is off the straw and it's got snow on it, so we'll see what we can find. Maybe we'll go by, I think we're going to go buy a couple barrels maybe today. But y'all, there's like 3 chickens unaccounted for. I can't get in there and dig it out. It's just solid ice on top of that snow. So I'm praying that Lord will be gracious and that these birds can eat. I'll get my son out here to get some straw. Oh, Merry Christmas, friends. Or actually, Merry Christmas Eve, friends. It is Christmas Eve today, so yeah, the roads are much, well, you could see at least today, and the sun is out, which is a huge praise. But we have to go to families this afternoon, which I'm grateful that we can do that, because we're going to go to my father-in-law's for Christmas Eve, and my mother-in-law passed away a little over a month ago, so we were just praying that the Lord would give us the ability to be with him and he could be with somebody. But we'll see if we can pick up some straw if the roads in town are better. Anyway, I hope you all have fared better than this, and we're going to be incubating some eggs this spring for sure, and I'm just praying that we have some survivors in that coop in the back. But I do have a sick chicken and the 2 rabbits outside in the laundry room, so at least all of our meat rabbits survived. But, well, until next time, friends, embrace this life that God has put in front of you. Snow mounds, 50-mile-an-hour winds, blizzards. We have no water right now. We have power, which is a blessing. It went off 5 times and then it went off again for about an hour. The Lord had restored that, and we're still working on building the pipes. But you know what? This is the life God's put right in front of us, and we have to embrace the good and we have to embrace the ugly. And I know something beautiful will come of this one. One day not too far in the future, this is all going to be pretty again. We'll be able to restock our flock if we have to, and improve our chicken coop back there. So it's operation. Let's get these chickens dug out. All bundled up. I've got some food and water for them. We're going to see how many survivors we have in the back coop. We hear I've got some of my men out here helping us dig out.
Just shuffle that out.
This is what we're dealing with.
They hand me the food. That we have to step over.
They were able to get, and I got some water if you could find their pan. They were able to get the door open. It's all drifted inside the coop as well. It's drifted inside there, so we're going to see if you can find a pan to put that in. We're going to see.
That's not counting what's in there.
I know.
I can't tell who's in there.
That's okay.
Here's
just.
some more.
Is there a pan somewhere where you can pour the water? The pans are buried. He's trying to get the snow that got inside there. We just got to make sure the door can shut really well for predators, because they can get in if it's cracked a little bit. So I'd say that mound is almost 5 feet. Probably 4.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, about 4.5 feet. You can see the big garden in the back's already covered.
That was in there whenever we put them in. Snowing over it, so they didn't even touch it.
Okay, well, we'll see if we can get out. I'll see if I can find you. Oh, that blue pan is for water right there. Back there, you see it? He got that blue pan out. This is a barn shed that we're hoping to turn into a chicken house next year, so we may have to we have a drift fence actually in the garage. We may have to put a drift fence here, because we would be able We'd have to dig out to get into it if the chickens were on here this year, but that would be a lot better than that. So we're gonna see how many we have. We got a few still coming out. Luckily we have a little like room up in there, so I think they climbed up inside there, which is good. Looks like a board flew off of that part, and that door was covered in a tarp, and I think that tarp flew off because I had that tarp strapped all the way around. Okay. Well, there's our rooster. Oh, his comb looks like it got frostbit. There's our Moran rooster. Hi, buddy. We've got 5 hens so far, and one of their combs look a little black. Okay. I'm just going to show you what's inside here. I think they're all up in that house, that upper part. See all the snow in here? They're all up in that upper part. And that's all wood. See, we've got it all boarded up and tarped up. The snow still got in. Okay. I'm going to help my strong boy here and see if we can get some more shoveled out. I'm glad the snow is softer than it was the other day. So we're trying to dig out around this tarp because we have a door here and a little door here, and if we can open that up, we can try and get the rest of that snow out. Essentially, they were living in an igloo. I think the amount of snow really helped keep the warmth in, which is good. Well, we've got that hay bale there. Sorry about that. You want these gloves?
I got it. You can commentate.
Okay. We have a few more that came out. So we have 7 hens and 1 rooster so far. They are enjoying their food. Hi, mister. You did good taking care of your ladies. You kept them warm. I know, you're such a good boy. I think that one right next to him is a rooster, too. Barred rock rooster, but we'll see. You guys did good. Yeah, I think you stayed a lot warmer than the other coop for some reason. Probably because that little house up there. Their feet look okay. A few of their combs don't look good. Let's see if we've got any more. Steve, I don't even know if we can move that hay bale. Yeah, just try and get it away from that.
Yeah, we can. It's frozen.
Well, let's see if we can get the big mounds of snow off of it. There you go. And then I mean, it's supposed to be like 55 degrees here on Wednesday. Today's Monday, and it's only a high of 20 right now. But I know once all this melts, it's going to be quite a muddy mess. So we may have a friend of ours deliver us some straw later in the week, but we're going to go today and just get a couple bales from our local farm store. Hopefully they have some. And just put some good dry straw inside their houses. So you get around that hay bale and
I think it's frozen. I don't think we can get it out.
Well, try and tip around like on the ground, the snow around it. And then we might be able to. The snow's pretty soft today. It wasn't this way yesterday or the day before. It was more like ice, wasn't it? Yeah. Try and get all that off, man. If there's a good pathway when we come in, that'd be so much easier. We'll see which chickens are brave enough to climb their snow mountain. But yeah, they essentially lived in an igloo. So I'm glad they had the upper part of that house. Really keep them nice and warm. Hey bud, once you get like around this area here, so maybe we can get the shovel under the hay bale, and then we got to get around the door a little bit better so it'll shut. Because at night, any snow that we have that's loose like this, at night it might freeze, and then we're going to be dealing with ice in the morning, trying to open that door. So, there you go. If we get around the edge of that bale, here, once you get around the doorway, get that cleaned up a little bit more, just because like I think tonight when the weather dipping, it's probably going to freeze over, and that's going to be really hard to keep the door shut. We don't have sun today, but it's a lot warmer than it has been for a few days. Yeah, that's really good, buddy. Make sure we get all that snow out from around that bottom of that door, because that'll just ice over. We'll have a hard time shutting it. Yeah, we got to get all of this chipped out right here, because this door butts up against here. Any of that's there, it'll keep from shutting it all the way, and then we risk the chance of predators getting in before we can get out here and lock them up. Oh good, you guys are eating and drinking. And after we work on this coop for a little bit longer, we're going to go to the other coop and try and get the rest of that snow out of their house. Get them going. We were able to get some of these flakes of straw that we put inside there that ended up getting snowed over out and break them up so they have a drier place to eat. Alright, we're in the side coop. The big coop is what we call it. And these girls and this gentleman look a lot better than we did the other day. So we have, let's see, 3, 6, 9, 12, 14. We have 14 hens and 1 rooster, which is 15. We lost a hen this morning, I saw.
That we know.
Last night. And we're going to try and get this hutch kind of dug out with the snow a little bit and some straw. So they didn't drift nearly as bad. We've got a lot of straw already down. And like I said, it is going to melt a lot this week, but we want to make sure that they have some good food, lots of food, lots of water, and lots of dry places they can go. So we'll go out tonight and get some straw and fill their house with straw too. But they're looking pretty good. There's 2 combs I think that are a little redder. I think they have some black spots on them, so when it warms up tomorrow, Wednesday, I might come out and treat them a little bit. Just give them time to get some corn and some food in their bellies. Yeah. Oh, and we have 1 hen still in the house, so that's good. She's doing better. I'll bring her out later on in the week. This white one, I really love her. Her name's Greta. She talks to me. I want to get some more of those. Hi Greta, I know you're cold, girl. And then I want to get some more barred rocks and some more Americanas. I think she might be one of my last Americanas that I have out here. On the Rooster's Americana mix. Yeah, okay, well, I'm going to get working on that coop. Hey girls and gentlemen, Mama's going to go in. My work here is done. I pulled out a whole bunch of straw that was in there. Tried to get all the snow that I could out. We made this roosting house. It could roost about 50 chickens. We don't plan on ever having that much in this one coop, but fluffed up some of the straw. We ended up with a total of 2 casualties today, which Oh, it's just a miracle. The Lord protected these hens, and I couldn't get to them for a day and a half. Well, it was over 2 days.
Pictures and I had to with the pictures.
Okay, I couldn't get to them for a few days, so hopefully that corn will warm them up. I think before it gets dark, we're going to try and bring out some more corn and put inside their house for them, for both coops, just to give them a little extra food at night, help them warm up. We'll probably do that for a while until the weather warms up, and yeah. But glory to the Lord. But God always takes care of us, and He always, He takes care of the animals too, even if we end up with some that pass away. This is, such healing to my soul. And that one likes to jump on that mailbox. Hopefully they're smart enough to get in. These are my hands. But you know what? We got them out, we got them fed, we got them watered. They don't look too bad. Their feet look pretty good. And we're going to head to town here and get them some stuff to get their house a little dry. So the storm coverage will continue. My husband went out yesterday to try and blow dry our well pump in our well house, and discovered that we, hold on a second, let me get my hands, discovered that we have a problem with our well pump. So whole side of it blew out. So we have a big hole in our well pump. We called some people today, and it's scheduled to get fixed in the next few days. So we are going to be okay without water for a few more days. I've done it for 4 days now. I think I've channeled Ma Ingalls' way of doing dishes. And I'm grateful that we have, hold on, I keep dropping what's in my hand. I'm grateful that we have a power, because I can pretty easily get the water heated up on the stove for my dishpan. So, alright friends, well, I'm going to sign off here, go in and thaw out my gloves and my fingers, and make our towelness so we can get to town and get some straw hopefully in these coops before it gets too dark. I hope the Lord has blessed you all this Christmas, and I hope you had a wonderful holiday full of many blessings. Till next time, friends.